Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Howard Ketoyo, and today we are going to look at a simple way you can use the k-means algorithm to classify your data. Okay, so basically, k-means algorithm is all about clustering. That is, it puts your data into groups. It will do groupings according to the means. Okay, now, the data we are going to use here is the built-in data type in the iris data. And okay, let's keep going and see what we can do. Okay, to begin with, you'll have to load the libraries you need. And for this case, as we need the library cluster, so we will have to load that library. And if I run, okay, we have loaded the library cluster successfully. Next, let us now load our data. Okay, loading your data. Okay, we are going to use the this command data and then iris. Iris is a built-in dataset, but basically when you have your own data, you can use like the read CSV, the read table to load your data. So if I load my data, it comes here. We have iris. Then let's view the data and see how it looks like. Okay, so this is the iris data. We have the sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width, and the species here. We can see setosa. Okay, so that is basically the data we want to use the k-means on to cluster. Okay, as we've seen the data, it is already been organized into setosa. Yeah, we have the species. Now we want to cluster, and we will have to delete the species. This feature species, we'll have to delete the entire column so that we cluster it again. Okay, let's go back to our. Okay, so for us to delete that column, I'll have to create another data frame, name it my iris, and then on the data frame I'll have to delete the species column. So I create a data frame, it comes here, my iris. We have 150 observations with 5 variables. Now to remove the species column, I use the command my iris and species, and then I assign that to null. Okay, if I run that, you will realize the 150 observation we still have, but the variables have reduced to 4. So we are having 4 variables. And if we view that particular data, you will realize that the species column is gone. We now don't have the setosa stuff we were seeing here. Now we are good to go. We can now go ahead and train the algorithm. Now the k-means algorithm, okay, the simplest way possible, you need a variable to assign your the algorithm you've trained to, and then we use the keyword k-means, and it takes the arguments my iris, okay, the data frame you have, and the number of clusters you need. Okay, so for our case, our data frame is my iris, and we want three clusters. Okay, I'll go ahead to train. It has run successfully, and let us view it from here. Okay, now for this case, we see after we've trained our algorithms, we can see the results here. Like we have the cluster means. This means the groups are clustered around the means. So the first group, it's around the mean of the sepal length, which is 5.00600. So as for the name suggests, k-means, it clusters around the means. And we see we have some clusters, one, have the second cluster, the third cluster, okay, and so on. Okay, let us visualizing it will sit well. Let us go ahead and visualize. So for case to visualize, we use cluster plot. The keyword here is class plot, and that's why we loaded the library cluster. Okay, so if we run that, okay, let me just increase so that you may see. Okay, it takes the data type, and on our algorithms it's used the variable cluster of the algorithms, and okay, with all the other arguments like color, shade, if you want to shade, if you want to have color, and so on. So for this case, if we run these, there we go. Now see, it has clustered the data. We have the first cluster here, we have another one and another one. Okay, that's basically what the k-means algorithm does. Very beautiful. I can see the three clusters right there. Okay, so that's all for today. Bye bye, see you in my next video. If you love my work, can you please go and hit the like button there and subscribe to my channel. Nice learning.